Welcome to another day on Backyard Farm. Now today's going to be slightly different. We've had a look on the internet and we've seen a list of contract work in the area that doesn't involve Mr. West or Mr. South. Now the lady we're going to see, her name is Rebecca O'Connell, and she's currently set up in the New Forest. So we're going to head over there, which is not far away. And apparently she needs some contract work doing on one of her fields today. So we're turning right here. And the New Forest is just down this road. So I have no idea what she needs us to do, apart from baling. The description is baling in one of her fields. So that should be fun. And she's offering a few £1,000s for us to do it. So I'm just looking for a house or shelter of some kind. Ah, here we go. That must be it there. So it's some sort of old building of some kind. So she must be set up in there. So we'll jump out and knock on the door and see exactly what she wants us to do. I've just had a very interesting conversation with Rebecca O'Connell. This is her tractor and mower, which are both for sale, but probably a bit out of our price range. She's also selling this New Holland mower, which is probably a bit big for us. She's got a couple of these Flegel bale handlers, but we have our front loader tractor, so we'll probably use that instead. She's got a sizable windrower and a baler with a bale wrapper attached, so that looks very useful. Nothing else here at the moment. So what Rebecca O'Connell wants us to do today is to jump into her Fendt 720 Vario, which has done 42 hours work, so she's maintained it well, and she wants us to drive over to her field 23, which is for sale for £30,000, and she wants us to create silage bales and sell them at Southviews Farms. So that's not a problem, we can do that, and Rebecca will pay us a few £1,000s. Now I'm interested in purchasing field 23 off her. Hopefully it's quite a decent size field, but a field for £30,000 is very good value. And apparently it's just here on the left. Yes, that's quite a good size field. We'll open the gate. But yeah, for £30,000 this is worth buying. If we are to buy this field, of course we need to raise the money. I don't really want to take out another bank loan, but I will skip the repayments on the current one we have until we have the money for this field. I think that's probably the best way to do it, really. And then as soon as we've bought the field, we'll be able to make more money from the field that we've got and be able to pay the bank loan off quicker. So I'll get started on creating these silage bales. At the moment it's 9:45 in the morning. I'll see you when I've finished. That job took most of the day, but we have finished creating silage bales, so it's just a case of transporting them to Southview's farms and getting them sold for her. We managed to produce around 18 bales of silage, which is quite impressive, certainly more than she was expecting us to be able to do. So we should be entitled to quite a decent bonus. I'm just going to park her tractor where I found it because we've finished with it now. We're going to jump in the van and head back home, and we'll get our trailer and front loader. Right, I'll just go and talk to Rebecca O'Connell and tell her where we're at. Rebecca O'Connell was very impressed with how many bales we've managed to produce. She said usually she can only manage to get around 10, but we've managed to get 18, which is really good. She said that we're definitely entitled to a bonus, so that's good news. So now it's just a case of heading back home and getting into our tractor, connecting the front loader and the trailer, and heading back to field number 23. Here we are back home, so we'll park the van up. I think we've finished with it today, so I'll just reverse it into the cones. There we go. It looks as though I'm a bit over than I usually am, but I'm okay. That's not a bad place to park actually. Keeps the window clear. Right, let's go to the tractor and start her up for the first time today. I need to disconnect the multi-purpose tool, as we won't need that today. There we are, starts at first time I've used it today. Okay, we'll drive over to the trailer, but first we'll connect the front loader, and I think we'll sell our 4 silage bales probably tomorrow. That will help us fund the 30,000 we need for field 23. I did speak to Rebecca O'Connell about buying field 23 off her, and she said if we can obtain the £30,000 in the next couple of weeks, the field's ours. So that is our plan. Let's do as much contract work as possible, not pay the repayments on the bank loan. We'll still have to pay the interest, but hopefully we should have the money soon. Here we are back at field 23, so we'll pull in, open the gate and start loading all the bales onto the trailer. Buying this field will be very beneficial to us. If you think at the moment we're only able to produce 4 silage bales at a time, if we owned this field we would potentially be able to produce 18 at a time. That would maximise our profit. Of course we could even plough this land and then start seeding some crops such as wheat or barley. We could go down that route, or of course we could have some animals in here. The possibilities are endless, but either way we will be making a lot of money. It is certainly worth it. So I'm going to start loading the silage bales onto the trailer. I'll start with this one here. It's going to be a slow process because of course the tractor doesn't weigh much, it's only 2-wheel drive, and of course there is a lot of silage bales to shift, but I'll make a start now and hopefully it won't take too long. I'm hoping it'll still be light when I finish, because it is rapidly getting dark. It's gone 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to have 8 silage bales on the bottom, and then another 6 on top, and then another 4 on top of that. That will be the 18. Hopefully the trailer won't be too heavy to handle, but we'll see. We'll see how we get on. If it's too heavy, we'll have to take some off again and do a second trip. But I'll do this now, and I'll see you when I've loaded the trailer. This is the last bale, number 18, and so far so good. I've managed to stack all the bales on the trailer quite tidily, although as you can see it is quite top heavy, but hopefully it shouldn't be a problem. I just hope the tractor has the traction to pull the weight of the trailer. So the last one goes just here. 8 on the bottom, 6 in the middle, 4 on the top. There we go. I need to put all the straps on. I'll have to use all of them that I have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. There we go. And fingers crossed that should be okay on the road. Moment of truth. Does the tractor pull the trailer? If not, we'll have to go back to the drawing board, probably get the van, but hopefully it should be okay. There we go. It pulls, no problem. There is a bit of a traction issue, but all the weight is on the rear wheels where the drive is, so as long as I don't tip the trailer on its side, we should be okay. It's going to take a long time to get there, but as long as we're careful, we shouldn't have any problems. Well, we've reached Southview's Farms without any problems, so that is good. So we'll pull in. There we are. I'm glad to be off the road. And I'll swing round to the right again by the harvester, and we'll reverse the trailer into the barn. Seems to work quite well. I'm just watching the angle. Seems to be okay at the moment. Right, let's take the straps off. So hopefully if I undo all the straps, the bales won't fall over, because then of course we'd have to clean them up. Yeah, we've done quite well there. Right, let's sell them. Rebecca O'Connell will be happy. So gently reverse into the barn, and if you watch the top right, you should see a bonus. There we go. We got a bonus. Nearly £5,500 bonus. That is impressive. And the contract has finished. So we'll go back and tell Rebecca O'Connell. Mr. South was watching us unload all the bales into his barn before he paid us, and believe it or not, he was actually laughing at our little tractor, but we all had to start somewhere, and I'm sure he had a little tractor to start off with, but no doubt we'll have a bigger, more expensive tractor in the future. But for the time being this will make do, and it seems to do everything we need it to do, so I'm quite impressed with it really. Right, we'll pull up to the building and finish the contract, and then hopefully we should be back here very soon with the £30,000 Rebecca O'Connell is asking for, and buy field number 23. There we go, that is the job complete. She's going to transfer the funds to us, and it should be in our bank very shortly. Right, here we are back home, and it's now gone 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It's starting to get dark now, so I think that's all we're going to do today. It has been a good day, and we've earned quite a bit of money, or at least we will when the funds transfer. But really it's been quite insightful knowing that we can purchase a decent sized field for 30,000 in the next couple of weeks. So I'm just going to reverse the trailer back where it lives and disconnect the front loader, and then we'll park the tractor up for another day. It would be nice to have some more equipment in these shelters soon, but hopefully in the future we can buy more things that we need and really get the farm going. I need to be careful of this telegraph pole. I've nearly hit it a couple of times. So yeah, it would be nice to sell those silage bales very soon, probably tomorrow, and that will help us raise the 30,000 we need. Park the tractor up, and I've remembered to turn the beacon off for once, so that is very very good. Let's go and check the chickens, see how they're getting on. Yeah, they've still got food, haven't produced any eggs yet, but I'm hoping we should have some hopefully by tomorrow. So we'll just wait for the funds to transfer. There we go, we've just received just under £3,000 from Rebecca O'Connell, which is pretty good, bringing our total to 24,000. Hope you enjoyed the video. Cheers for watching. See you soon.